But yeah, I guess since we have everyone here, I'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
So today I'm going to be talking about a tool called Direnv. It's a very nice tool. It allows you to automatically load in environment variables and update your path when you enter a specific directory. So you just enter into an environment and it's there for you. So what does it do? It allows you to automatically load environment variables when you enter a directory. It works by executing bash commands and exporting environment variables. It uses a .envrc file, which is essentially just a fancy bash script. So here's an example of what one of those scripts might look like. So you can export environment variables. You can run subshells and save the output to a variable, then export it. And here's where it really gets kind of useful for Python, is you can add paths to your path environment variable, and this will prepend whatever you specify here to the front of your path. So, for example, in this case, the version of Python and all the tools installed in that virtual environment will be at the very beginning of your path. So those will be used over the system Python and system bin tools. So I've also thrown together a quick little example script, and we can walk through the envrc file I have for this project as well. So the way you edit your files, you just do direnv edit and then the directory you're in. So here's this presentation, like that slides that I was just showing you, is a markdown file, and I use a tool called slides. It's a built-in Go. And in my direnv, I have this, there's also a standard library of like functions that are built in. So has is one of them. So if slides is not already installed, it will go ahead and install it in my Go bin, which I have defined here locally. So I'm creating like a local Go bin directory. And in there is the slides tool. So the fancy thing about this is I can remove, and I can do direnv reload. And what it's doing is it's re-downloading that slides tool. So if I say which slides, it's here within this project. And going back to what I was talking about before with the Python stuff, I can set my virtual environment and add that to my path. So now if I do which Python, it's going to be the Python within the virtual environment, and which unicorn, same deal within the virtual environment. Which, if you're familiar with working with tools like Poetry or UV, you have to do Poetry run or UV run before everything. This removes the need to do that. So a lot less typing, you're kind of in a little box. And so the nice thing too is once you leave this directory, you no longer have the environment variables, but as soon as you enter the directory, it sets all these environment variables for you automatically. So just the little example that I put together is a simple fast API server, main app, and then client.py, hello world. It's just a little echo server, but the point is, this is all running within that virtual environment, and I did not have to use any additional tools. I didn't have to activate any environments. It just works. But yeah, so that's a quick little intro into Direnv. Any questions? Okay, cool. Well, thank you all for coming.